there's a massive issue within the retail trading space right now where not enough traders are doing enough planning to solidify their future and success within the markets over the long term. That's something that I've specialized in my trading and in my business as well over the years to kind of build a better criteria for beating this market over the long term. And that's just something that not enough traders do, and it really is showing where we're not seeing enough traders posting results longer than a couple weeks. It's pretty rare to actually see any traders posting results longer than 6 months because it's really difficult to have a consistent, profitable track record beyond 6 months. It's said that only 1 to maybe 2% of traders are able to have a profitable trading experience after 6 months of trading, and those numbers get even smaller over a 12-month period. So here we are in this industry, and there's just not enough long-term success, and that's something that I've been trying to break within my business and my trading, and trying to educate those to do more planning to help solidify their ideas and their profitability over the long term in trading. So today I'm going to be going over why I think that backtesting longer than 5 years is important. I'm going to be showing you statements, backing it up with strategies and updates that I'm actually working on right now with my Pinpoint algorithm to show you what long-term results can actually bring you into the market over right now and also into the future. I want to show you guys a backtest that I just recently ran for my Pinpoint algorithm update that's releasing pretty soon. So this is an update, or this is a backtest that was done on the Euro US dollar from the year 2000 all the way to 2021. So that's 21 years of data that was pulled in this backtest. Now this is an account of $5,000 with the starting balance of the backtest and running to over 500,000 in a matter of 21 years. So the cool thing about this algorithm, and I've spent a ton of time on it, it's really difficult to build something that is able to be this consistent over this many years. And it's probably one of the best algorithms that I've ever built in my trading career. And that's I started building these about 8 years ago. So the reason why this is so good is because it doesn't use candlestick patterns for its entries. Recently I had issues with my original Pinpoint algorithm because of it using candlestick patterns, and every single broker has a slightly different price feed, resulting in slightly different candlestick patterns. And so that means that you'll get different results from broker to broker, and that's really difficult to control when you have a strategy that is dependent on those candlestick patterns. So I had these issues on the Euro US dollar mostly, and that's why I was looking for an update for that with this new idea. So this is basically the update that you're looking for the Euro US dollar pair, and it shows really incredible results. And it trades every single day, it profits every single day, it profits every single week, it profits every single month, every single year. So I'm going to be now showing you a piece of software that I'm using to kind of analyze the data from the backtest that was run. You can see that every single month this is profiting, this strategy. And it's not profiting a ton. It really ranges from upwards of almost 70% profit back in the early days, and then I think the lowest was around 13% what the strategy had, which was I think a couple just last year or 2019 or something like that. And you can see that there's a pretty wide range, but the strategy is still profiting over the long term every single month. So the cool thing about this is that it's great for traders that want to see active trading in the market. I know that as traders we get kind of anxious. We want to see activity. We want to see profit coming in. We want to see our investment growing, and this strategy is pretty much for that individual. I'm really happy about it, and it's still a work in progress, but it's looking pretty good over the long term. And you can see right from here that this strategy doesn't hit peak drawdown very often. You can see on the test that I ran that we're looking at a maximum drawdown of around 50%. It happened in around 2011. And then we had a couple of other places where I think there was like 36%, 18%, and then we had something in between. So there are only some small periods of drawdown, but realize that when we're dealing with a strategy that's trading profitably over a long period of time, in this case 21 years, we need to accommodate the worst case scenario. So that means that if the strategy hit that 50% drawdown in 2011, that scenario could potentially happen again, and we need to be prepared for that. And that's something that most traders don't do. And so that's why my risk profile that you're seeing here is based on that criteria or that situation that happened in 2011. So technically, after 2011, I could probably push this strategy a lot harder and make a lot more profit every single month. But I'm going for consistency here. I'm going for a responsible trading mechanic or a responsible trading route by not pushing the strategy too hard. We're looking for consistent profits and consistent gains. And if we're getting an average of 1 to 2% per month, that's still better than the majority of investments out there. You can choose to push the strategy harder if you want, if you choose to use it at some point, but realize that that 50% drawdown in 2011 could happen again, which could put you in trouble if it were to take place. So I created a little tutorial image for you guys to give you an idea of how this strategy functions and how it's able to profit from the market as well. So here we have the chart right here, and you can see that the strategy looks for the 4-hour chart for its trend trading. So it will only take trades with the 4-hour trend to make sure it's going in the correct direction. And the cool thing is that if the trend goes against us and the trend changes, then we stop taking trades. As you can see, we took a few orders here with the trend up, and then the trend started going down. And once the trend changed its direction, we started taking sell or short trades, and these are the red trades that you see here, and we started profiting in the opposite direction. So while we're holding on to our buy trades, our long positions, we're taking sell trades in the opposite direction while we're waiting for the trend to return. So as you guys know, whatever you've heard this before, what goes up has to go down, or vice versa, right? And that's the same case with the Forex market, that we don't know when it's going to change direction, but we know it will at some point. So here we have the trend going back up, the trend changes on the H4, and that's when we start entering on our grid again, our flex grid, and you can see all these buy trades right here closing out for a basket of profit. So they basically average into the position. That's why we take a bunch of small trades, and once they all close out at this point here, we're closing out for a realized profit on all those trades. So meanwhile, while we're waiting for this basket of buy trades to close, we were able to close out all these sell trades and come out with more profit. So that's how this strategy kind of functions and why it's able to profit over the long term. And it's able to be really flexible with the trend and when the trend actually disappears as well. So that's why I think that this strategy is one of the best that I've built, is because it's able to really work with whatever market that we have. All right, so I wanted to show you guys also some of the track results for the forward testing that I've been doing over the last month with the strategy. And it shows a lot of trades, and it also shows some pretty decent profit. We're not breaking the bank here, but we're looking for consistent results. The drawdown is still manageable at around 5%. Our profit's lower because it's only been about 2 months. It's only been about a month since we started forward testing this, and so that profit will continue to rise. All right, so the important thing here is that we're looking at a lot of trades. We're looking at active trades. We're looking at profit every day, every single week, every single month with the strategy. And so it's pretty interesting and fun to watch because it's able to pull a lot of trades, a lot of activity to kind of show you, your investment growing. Okay, so guys, this is what I'm dealing with my Pinpoint algorithm update. And I urge you guys to try to when you're building your strategies, whether it's a manual trading strategy or whether it's an algorithm, do as much back testing as possible. Don't listen to people saying that you need only 3 to 5 years. Go longer than that. Push it to 10 years. Push it further than that. The more data that you can pull, the more future-proof that your strategy will be when trading the market data that we don't know it's going to happen. Okay, so try to do more planning. I just don't think there's enough planning out there, and it shows within the majority of traders out there not showing results longer than 6 months. Because only 1 to maybe 2% of traders are actually able to show profitable results longer than 6 months. And we need more planning in our strategies in order to be profitable traders over the long term. So I hope that you guys can kind of follow along with me in doing better planning within our methodologies, our money management, our strategies, our entry criteria as well, so we can be better traders. All right, thanks so much guys for watching. See you next week.